There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Random DOS Game Show. And Ultra presents... Yeah, that's right, Metal Gear. We are going to be Solid Snake on the Random DOS Game Show. And I bet you never thought you'd hear me say that. But yes, there is a Metal Gear game for DOS. And it is the first Metal Gear game from 1990. Unfortunately, it's a bit of an interesting port. So, let's just enter the mission password, shall we? Oh, it's magically correct. Joystick attached? Nope, we're going to go with the arrow keys. So I'll walk you through this. We'll start a new game, and we'll get a lovely cutscene. Look, there we are, Solid Snake parachuting into the jungle. So you'll see there's a call button there. So we should probably deal with that. To access the menu, you just hit any key. I hit K. So let's go to the TRCVR, which is a receiver. Big Boss speaking. Operation Intruder N313. You are to infiltrate the enemy fortress Outer Heaven. First try to find our missing contract, Grey Fox. Then try to find something. Who knows. So we have our marching orders, but because I spent my time trying to read them out and getting them wrong, I don't know exactly what I'm meant to be doing. But fortunately, I have a cigarette. You can see in the bottom right hand corner there. So everything is okay. Snake is controlled with the arrow keys. It is single press, so if you try and move diagonally with say left and right, it doesn't work. And this was ported from the NES. So the wonderful music for the NES has been replaced with blaring PC speaker. Hooray! If we go to our inventory, we have the option to equip stuff, but, you know, there's only the cigarette. So, let's equip the cigarette, and let's have a look at our choices of weaponry. Shall we? Oh, wow. That's a lot of... Look at his arsenal. Good grief. So, we just have to punch people. Let's head to the next screen. So, this guy here... In the NES version, he is meant to come up with a little text box saying, "Oh, I'm so sleepy." There it is. I'm getting sleepy. And this was to encourage players to... He fell asleep. Interesting. So we wait for him to fall asleep. And then we can get past him, so to speak. And this was to encourage stealth, because stealth wasn't a thing back then, you know, it wasn't very common. Let's just see if we can skip past. Okay, there's a pile of dogs here. They're also sleeping. The internal defenses of this island aren't that great. Now, you're meant to just run past them, but that could be an issue. And run. So it's a proximity thing. We've got a soldier here, and he most likely won't fall asleep on us. So, we have to wait till he's in the... Oh no, I'm dead. Oh dear. So we have to start over, I guess. So you punch with enter. You wander up to people and you just start punching them. But... I don't know if it's a frame rate thing or what, or a cycles count thing, but, oh, my life's low again. Another dog. And I'm dead again. Yeah, the combat in the PC version is atrocious. Like, you have to be sort of like super quick in order to, you know, not die. Okay, I have a wee bit of life there. Let's see if that makes a difference. Or could I just sneak into the truck? Let's try it. Go, 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 go. Ah, no. Oh, I got him. I'm nearly dead, but I got him. Now, in the NES version, you could sneak into this truck. I know because I watched a playthrough in preparation. There we go. It just had a strange hitbox. So we're in the truck. Yes, that is actually a truck. Not just a big black square. I have located binoculars. Always useful. Yeah, pump that fist to the sky. Look like Freddie Mercury. All we need is a pair of binoculars. Okay. I take it we can't head out the window? No. Because Snake can't reach! Look! Ah, that ledge is too high. We're gonna die shortly. But that's okay. Ah. Well, that worked. You just wander up to them and randomly mash enter. But yes, the color palette is limited. I think it's EGA. And the PC speaker music is horrific. And the big problem I have, you know, it's from 1990, so I can't expect much. The directional movement, you can't just switch. Say I'm going left and then I hit up. He'll not turn up. He'll just keep going that direction. So you have to hit each key in order to move Snake accordingly. Can he get past that truck? Yes, he can. But apparently there's nothing there. And look, if you look on the right hand side of the screen, you can actually see Snake clipping through from the left hand side of the screen to the right hand side. The animation is wrapping around. Oh well. But yeah, this was, before I continue to the next screen, this was a common thing on DOS. You had ports of classic either arcade or console games, usually arcade, and whoever had done them, they tried their best with what they'd been given, you know, in terms of the PC's capabilities at the time. This would have been 1990, but there's only so much you could do. Hey, I'm getting a lot further than I thought I would. Okay, some sort of compound, but how do we get in there? I'm not entirely sure. So, I think the next thing to do is die. I think that would be a good idea. I don't know about you, but there we go. So, I'll just skip back to the main screen. It's got a little start over here, which is kind of boring. That's Metal Gear for DOS. What is it? I mean, it's a classic NES game, which spawned an enormous world-conquering franchise with Solid Snake and Co. and all the famous lines, which really sort of kicked off around the PlayStation era. I think I remember my cousins playing it. This one is a top-down kind of stealth shooter, and it's okay, the actual game for the NES. You know, it's a bit long in the tooth, but it's still fun and it's still a classic. But the DOS conversion suffers. The PC in 1990 just was not capable of rendering what the NES was doing in terms of animation, in terms of smoothness, and sacrifices had to be made, especially in the sound department. And the result is Metal Gear for DOS, which isn't very good. I wouldn't recommend it. Go play the NES version instead. Or maybe some super deluxe remastered version that's bundled with some other game. I'm sure there's something like that out there. I wasn't expecting to be Solid Snake today, so that was a surprise. And if you like being surprised with random DOS games 4 times a week, feel free to take a look at the hundreds of other videos. I've been doing this for years now. And if you like what you see, you can always subscribe. And if you are a stealthy warrior with a cigarette and a badass attitude, you could be one of my patrons. They're wonderful people. Until next time.